Do you know what time it is? Wow! It's market update time, guys. We're going to mainly focus today on the gold stocks. What's the gold stocks doing overall? So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you see in this video. Trading can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making a profit in the markets. And this video is just to educate you and not to give you financial advice. Grab your free trading course right now. 100% free 12-hour X Factor trading course. You're going to learn things like top 13 deadly mistakes, 10K per month plan, amazing charting boundaries techniques, #1 chart reading technique, powerful reversal techniques, ultimate trading system, blast off trading system, #1 trading indicator, millionaire trader mindset, so much more. 12-hour trading course. Click the link in the description right now to get free membership access right now. All right. I apologize, guys, if my volume was too high on the on the volume there. So yeah, so I saw that volume is quite high. Anyway, let's get straight into it, guys. One thing I want to talk to you guys about today is I want to talk to you about. I don't want to focus on the indices or the indexes or anything like that. One thing I want to share with you and focus with you and talk with you is something that is happening around the gold and silver. I want to purely focus on the GDX, the GDX price, and I purely want to focus on that. And the reason why I purely want to focus on that is I want to share something with you. This is the reason why I see triple-digit gains coming in the next couple of years on gold and silver, and especially gold and silver stocks. Now, not every single gold and silver stock is going to do that, but this is the reason why I see what I see. Now, let me share something with you here. First thing I want to share with you guys overall is we're looking on the weekly chart right now. We're looking on the GDX, right? We're looking at the GDX weekly chart, and that's what we're focused on. And so what we're focusing on here, we can just see right now. Actually, you know what? There's a lot of things on the chart. I'm going to start from scratch here. The very first thing you can see here on this chart, on this weekly chart, is what? It's like a bit of a spring, right? A bit of a spring action that's been happening through here. Nice downtrend through there, and we've also got a nice little uptrend through here as well too, right? You can see how we had this false breakout to the downside, came right back up into it. Right, so we're compressing down here for a whole year. In the markets. Whoa! For a whole year in the markets, right? So what ended up happening here, right? The whole year in the markets going sideways. But that's what's happening here on the short time. This is a weekly chart here. So this is the weekly chart here, but what does the monthly chart look like? This is what the monthly chart looks like, and this is the reason why I see triple-digit gains coming in the markets. The first thing is, what do you see on this monthly chart? Let me bring up a little trend lines here, and we see lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, higher high, higher low, finding support. This is the reason why I see long-term, I see the market holding support there. And if you look at your Fibonacci retracement, you can see that this market is definitely holding this 50 to 60% level here. Very, 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 very strong sign. Holding up, come down, sideways movement, boom. This is the reason why I see triple-digit gains coming triple-digit gains coming in gold stocks. This is the reason why I see that here, right? So you see this big monthly charts, and that's the thing I want you guys focusing on is that. So where is this likely to go to? Where is this, once it starts to move, where is it likely to go to? Well, there's a few tools you can actually use to see that, and that's really just the first one really is the next major resistance, which is up here at that $40 level. So we start to run. If we start to run, then I see this thing running up towards the $40 level. The next thing I like to do what I call a channel projected target, or a parallel trend line sort of thing. Channel, right? So you start from the bottom and you connect it all up through there. That's all you're going to do. You're going to create a parallel trend line, and you're going to extend that. And look at that. Look at that angle there. You see how the angle was supported there, resisted there, resisted there. Now, if I just extend this out a little bit more, you actually can see that if X marks the spot from where we are right now, right? If X marks the spot where we are right now, over the next 10 months, we should see that is if the X marks the spot, which over the next 10 months we should see a nice move up to the $40 level on GDX, and then I do see next 2 years that we actually break past these new highs through here. I do see this market being forming a major bottoming through here, and you can see what I'm saying through here by looking at the peaks and troughs, how it's holding support, and so on and so forth. Make sense? Man, my nose is itchy as hell right now. So that's what I see there, guys, and that's what I'm seeing there. I'm looking at the markets now. That's the markets out of the way. Now, one thing I want to talk to you guys about. Let me get real with you here. Let me get serious with you here. Guys, one of the biggest things that's helped me when trading the markets, one of the biggest things that's helped me, or helping me even more when trading the markets, is if you know your edge, your system, your approach in the markets, in the markets. One of the biggest things that has helped me a lot, and I know it's going to help you, is to neutralize your journey while you're in a position. Now, let me explain what I mean here. Sometimes when I get into a position, if I get in one day and it hasn't moved much the next day, I'm out of that thing really quickly. I'm like, oh, this thing's not moving, bam, I'm out. Right? Now, sometimes you need that, right? Sometimes you need to do that. But there's other times, guys, or there's other times where like sometimes it takes patience. Like last year, late towards the end of last year, I had a close to 200% profit. But I had to be in the trade for 5 days to get that 200% profit. For the first 3 days, it did nothing, but then it started to move and move and move. And one thing I want to say, guys, is that when you do your back testing, when you do your analysis, when you do your understandings of these trades that you see, when you do this research and you do this analysis, one thing I want to say, guys, is that take screenshots of all the trades that you see when you're doing your back testing. Take screenshots of every single one, and therefore you actually can start to see what happens generally after those stocks. See, guys, for me, I have I think close to 100 now screenshots, close to 100 screenshots of all the different trades over the last couple of years. And one thing those screenshots help me identify is, one, what generally happens within a week with me getting in, because I'm a sort of a day trader or end of day trader. I get in at the end of the day. But also secondly, it neutralizes my journey. So if it doesn't run on as much, and if we don't get as much of a run first thing straight away, then if that doesn't happen, then then by looking at the screenshots and by looking at all the past trade examples and all the past trades, I can see, okay, cool, you know what, even if it didn't run on straight away, within 4 days, it actually had, within, say, 5 days, within a week of me getting in of that trade, it ran on for a nice profit, if I was just patient with it. And most of the trades actually do that. Now, you're going to have your 10% of trades. You're going to have your 10% of trades that don't, like for me, it's about 10 to 15, so I'll get around a 90% success rate, but about 10% of my trades don't run on and I get out for a loss. But 90% of the trades, if I'm just patient and I hold on to those things and I just let it go, 90% of the time it runs on. That doesn't mean I'm going to hold on for a loss forever. Now, I have my absolute exit point as well too. But one thing I do notice, guys, by looking at those screenshots, or by looking at all the trades, it neutralizes my journey. So if I get like a red candle or a green candle, depending on the trade, it doesn't affect me as much going through there. So there's a little tip for you guys. If you want to neutralize your journey on every single one of these trades, go back and take all these screenshots and then go through the trades, go through all the screenshots. Put them in a PDF or a Word document and then go through them. Analyze all those really nice setups. You start to get this pattern recognition, but not only that, but you also get to neutralize your journey of what to expect in that trade. Sometimes, for me, I get a really nice move the next day, and sometimes it takes, 1 to say 5, say a couple of days up to say 5 days for that thing to really, really move and give some nice profit out of that trade. Make sense, guys? So neutralize your journey by you doing that. Anyway, guys, hope you have an amazing day. Make sure you grab the free trading course. Also, make sure you check out my brand new book, The Flow of Success. Tap into the 19 powerful universal laws to succeed in every area in your life faster and easier than ever imagined. Make sure you check out the Facebook page. And also, if you need my help personally and urgently, you can book a 1-hour coaching call with me to help you to get on the track with your trading or anything in life that you need. So all the links are in the description. So go check out that right now.